You know what blows my mind? Modern dairy farming has become so high-tech that some operations are using artificial intelligence to predict milk production down to the individual cow. But that's just the beginning of how sophisticated this industry has become.
That's fascinating timing you mentioned that, because I just learned about this groundbreaking award system in South Africa that's revolutionizing their dairy industry through data-driven excellence.
Tell me more about that. How exactly are they measuring success in modern dairy farming?
Well, they've created this comprehensive scoring system called the Elite Dairy Farmer Awards that evaluates everything, from genetic merit to reproduction efficiency. They even measure things like somatic cell counts in the milk.
You know what's really interesting about that? It's not just about the quantity of milk anymore. They're looking at the whole operation. How do farms qualify for these awards?
So here's the thing. They've got different tiers: platinum, gold, silver, and bronze. But get this, for platinum, you need at least 100 cows in milk production and complete 8 official milk tests annually.
That's quite a high bar. I'm guessing there must be some sort of progression system in place.
Oh, absolutely. And that's what makes it so unique. To even be considered for gold, you need 3 years of industry experience and must have achieved at least silver the previous year.
Let's break this down a bit. What exactly are they measuring when they evaluate these farms? I imagine there must be some pretty specific metrics.
Well, they use this fascinating point system with 3 main categories: record-keeping accuracy worth 80 points, production efficiency worth 145 points, and genetic merit of the herd, also 145 points.
That's incredibly detailed. You know what this reminds me of? It's like they're applying Six Sigma principles to agriculture. How many farms actually achieve these top awards?
The numbers are pretty striking. Only the top 6 dairy herds nationwide can receive platinum, while gold requires scoring above 70% on their objective scale.
But here's what I find most intriguing. This isn't just about giving out awards, right? There must be some broader benefits to participating in this kind of evaluation system.
That's exactly right. Every participating farm receives detailed feedback about their performance across all categories. It's essentially a comprehensive audit of their entire operation.
So it's really functioning more as a management tool than just an awards program. What specific metrics do they track? I'm particularly interested in how they measure genetic merit.
They look at everything from lactation duration and age at first calving to the genetic index of active cows. They even track the percentage of animals where both parents' genetics are documented.
That level of detail is remarkable, and I imagine this must have some interesting economic implications as well. When you're measuring all these different aspects of farm operation, you're essentially creating a roadmap for operational efficiency.
You know what's really interesting about that? Farms that score well in these evaluations tend to be more profitable because they're operating more efficiently across all aspects of their business.
And I imagine this must be driving some serious innovation in the industry. When you have farmers competing on these sophisticated metrics, it must push everyone to improve their game.
The impact has been significant. Farms are adopting more advanced technologies and improving their breeding programs just to keep up with the standards.
Looking toward the future, what excites me most is how this kind of system could potentially be adapted for other types of agricultural operations. Imagine having similar comprehensive evaluation systems for everything from poultry farming to crop production.
That's such an important point. This could really serve as a model for other agricultural sectors. It's about creating standards that drive continuous improvement.
And ultimately, this benefits everyone in the chain, from the farmers who get better at their operations, to the consumers who get higher quality products, to the industry as a whole, which becomes more sustainable and efficient.
The ripple effects are truly impressive. It's transforming what was once a relatively simple farming operation into a sophisticated data-driven business model.
You know what this all comes down to? It's about finding ways to blend traditional farming knowledge with modern technology and management practices. That's really the future of agriculture, creating systems that are not just productive but sustainable and efficient over the long term.